Hey, it's Jackie and welcome back to my channel for another trending makeup tutorial. This time we're doing Turkish Delight Makeup. This is inspired by this gorgeous Turkish icon. I believe this photo is from around the 70s and this is my favorite style. I love a baby doll, 60s inspired eye. A lot of photos of Türkan. She has beautiful like big hair, so I try to match that a little bit and I had so much fun with it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Also, this inspired me to pick up Turkish Delight because I've never tried this dessert before, and let's get right into it. Starting with the base, her skin looks so smooth and radiant. While this is an edited photo, we're still gonna try to match the edited photo. So Magic Cream is one of my favorite prep steps, and I keep reaching for this product by REM Beauty. It's not quite like an eye cream, but it's an eye cooling balm. So you apply it on your finger and just tap it underneath the eye, and it gives a cooling sensation, and it's amazing in the morning. It just wakes you up. Feels cold. Looks like ice in a jar. The foundation looks pretty full glam with a luminous finish. I'm using a glow filter first, just on my chin, through my cheeks and forehead before we apply foundation. You could use the Charlotte Tilbury one. This is my personal favorite. It's by SheGlam and I really like this shade. It's light medium cool. A lot of them run a little bit orange based, but this one is beautiful for a glow. So many drugstore companies are coming out with their own version. This glow looks so pretty on its own, but let's add Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Foundation over top. I like to prep my lids with a bit of foundation too. Can't go wrong with Luminous Silk, and my favorite dupe from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Lumi line. I do like using beauty blenders, but I always forget to wet it. For highlight, contour, bronze, and blush, I think we can do it all within this amazing palette. These are some of my favorite products from Makeup Forever, and this is the HD Skin Face Essentials palette. Let's start with this highlight shade. Warm up the skin with bronzer. This shade in the middle is nice because it's not as warm as this shade, but you still do get some warmth, but not like an orange pull. So I've applied this to the forehead, accenting the cheekbones. Little details I do with contouring is totally for fun. I always say that. It looks best in person to just follow your own natural features, but I like to have, very different thumbnails each time. So I like when you can see the inspiration without even the reference photo. And these two blushes mixed together I think will be the perfect fit. Let's place down the peach first. Keep it mostly focused right here. Brighter pink. What I love about this palette is you can add just a tiny bit on your finger, add a bit more brightness without it being as heavy as a concealer, but still giving you the color you want. But I do find the blushes, they are pretty sheer, so you have to build them up if you do want quite a pop of color, but it never gets cakey. It has a really nice finish. Sculpting my nose similarly. For brows, it's a little bit tricky to make it accurate, but I took a deeper brow pencil, this one's from L'Oreal, lifted the head of the brow a little bit, and my brow hair goes all the way down here, so after I've etched this in, I added a super matte light eyeshadow over my brow hairs. It's not gonna look perfect up close, but I'm hoping it gives more of a vibe from far away. I recently got some PR from Fenty in the mail. This is their powder. I've had it before, and I'm using the sponge with barely anything on it and just pressing over areas that I want more mattified, but I'm keeping most of the face quite luminous. My lips were feeling dry. I'm using this adorable SheGlam lip oil. It kind of reminds me of Turkish Delight. Take any white pencil or crayon, the inner corner. From this photo, I see a taupe eye with a little bit of shimmer. So I started with this shade here to start contouring the eye, just to add some depth. Then on a precise brush like this that's flat, I took a tiny bit of this bluish gray shade, took most of it off, and then right above my crease, I created a tiny little half moon shape. Her eyes are super deep set, so when she has her eyes open, you're not gonna see this detail, but when she had her head tilted back in some scenes, I noticed that there was a bit of contour there. And with a blending brush, I took that same grayish blue shade, took most of it off, and faded over the outer half of the lid. And bright in the inner corner of the eye. And taking the shadow out and up in a rounded shape. Okay, we've got a little depth and smokiness. Let's add a bit of shimmer. And I have to get my money's worth out of this Patrick Ta eyeshadow duo. I used this in the Victoria's Secret 2008 Angel look. I think I'm just gonna use the silver today on my finger for a little shimmer. Pretty. For the eyeliner, take your favorite liquid liner. I just find it easiest to use. You could use gel as well. Might look a little bit more authentic with gel, but start to trace your upper lash line. And then for the wing, you don't want it to go upwards too much. We don't want like a 50s inspired wing, but outwards to really extend the eye. Let's try to match the other eye. Taking a little bit of shadow, I'm making sure my wing is super black. And that it's right at the lash line. I'm kind of scared to do the bottom lash line. I'm gonna keep sharpening this pencil. This one's from Wonder Skin. And then I'm slowly etching along. I'm leaving a bit of space and then starting a line, hugging this line around the eye while creating tiny little lashes. I loved Erin Parsons' tutorial and she used a full strip lash underneath. I've actually never tried that. I might at the end, but I think this is maybe an easy way to do it. And my eyes are pretty big this way, so I feel like if I add even more length, it might start to look funny, but we'll see. I'm gonna try it like this and then at the end, try strip lash. I swear I see a little bit of brown, so now I am going in with the liquid pencil, but this is the same brown we used for the little beauty mark. And adding in that brown shade closer to the lash line. It's not perfect. Hopefully when I add some bottom mascara, it'll help sharpen it up. Fanning out my lashes. I love MAC Stack. And now for the bottom lashes, the best tip I have is to bring your mirror up high, look up at it, and then apply mascara. I like this little ball. And I'm coating them in the same direction as the drawn on lashes. But if you just look down now, it will get underneath the eye. It already did with me, so I'm gonna let it dry. Oops, can't look down. For the lashes, I want a fanned out outer corner lash, so I picked up this full strip that I'm gonna trim. These are from Kiss, My Lash But Better. Can't find my lash scissors, so we're using big ones. And usually I wouldn't trim from the front section of the lash, but the longest part, so that it blends in better, but I really like how much it fanned out, so I am gonna break my own little rule. These are the pair No Filters. Switched over the hair. I felt like this gave a bit more of a retro feel, which I love, and I decided to go all ColourPop with the lip combo. First up, I started with BFF2, and I lightly lined my lips in a rounded shape. Tried to tone down my Cupid's bow, though mine does have more of a V. And then I went with these two shades. I can't tell you how often I grab for this set that I have from ColourPop. It's amazing. They're all matte shades, and I love that they're at the actual color of the lipstick so that you can just grab for it easily for whatever shade that you're looking for. But the first one I did is Cherry Bomb. I used this recently in another tutorial, and again, I just patted it along because I want that blooming color effect. And then to lighten up the center of the lip, this one is called Westie, and it's a matte, and I don't know why this one smells really good. Yeah, they don't all smell the same. Weird. I patted that through the center and on the upper lip. Recreating another person's lip combo is always tricky because even if you color match really well, it can look totally different on your lip color or against your skin tone, so you can always just make it inspired. Apologies for switching back and forth between short form content style, but I do try to film both at the same time, which is kind of challenging, but yeah, I hope you guys like this look. Like I said, I restyled the hair. I bought this top inspired by Glinda when I was filming different Glinda makeup tutorials. Also, I have it tucked in because this hair is longer than I want it to be. But anyways, it totally worked for this look, so I'm glad that I bought it. And I'd never tried Turkish Delight. I didn't really know what the dessert was. I've had the like British Turkish Delight bars, but I picked some up. So let's try one together. Okay, that one's yellow. I want a pink one. Is this one pink? Looks like it. Kind of like a marshmallow. It's like a fruity marshmallow And I really like the powdered sugar on top. I could only eat a couple of these. I think I'll start to feel sick, but they're really good. Let me know if this is your favorite dessert. I wonder if anyone has Turkish Delight as their favorite yummy thing to eat. And let me know if you're Turkish. It's for sure a look to try. It is so fun. It's giving baby doll. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, all of the products will be linked down below. If you want to keep on watching and you love a glam look like this, you might like my iconic 60s makeup tutorial, or a more recent upload where we use the same shimmery shadow, the 2008 Victoria's Secret glam. Thanks for watching.